Talking today about how America needs to reach for its sanity, its humanity. When I see and hear things online, even in the political process, legal, things are really, people are just seeing a part of the story. We all see a part, but people are seeing a tiny part. So take a look and see why the goodness is strength psychology can help and where we need to go. When I see the political discourse or the social discourse of our time, there's such absolutism on one side or another. And we have to consider that when people represent 50%, 48%, 51%, 49%, that's what you're representing. Yes, people win elections, and yes, they get a chance to provide some leadership. And what we're missing in America right now is this sense of service. Or I would go further to the work we do, which is purpose. That people, the purpose of government is to provide service. It's not just to make political statements. So I think there was value in the recent election with stopping out of control wokeism, if you will. And now it's not I did a video where I said why liberals elected Trump and how he could blow it. And it's kind of like the truth is in the middle. We got to come to an equilibrium. We can't have extremes on the left or extremes on the right. So it's not just about cutting costs now or opposing everything Trump did. It's about what is the service provided. And what I don't hear and see for one, Doge saying is, what are the services provided? Yes, there can be a lot of waste, and there are services provided to people, and then on the other side, I hear people just whose only interest is to attack Trump, and whether people like it or not, Trump is the president. He's going to do, that expression of a clock that's broken. He's going to do some good things. The balance we need in American society now is people who can look at the whole, not just advocate for one side or the other. Because, when you have this zeal to win and zeal to be right, and not putting the purpose first and not putting the service first, you're just part of it. It's like this huge scuffle, this huge ruckus that's going on. And people are, veering from that purpose. Let's not forget that 79% of people said that we're on the wrong track. So, the process itself is breaking down. And, I just see and hear people, anyway, let me put a remedy to get the coaching, training, and mediation with us. Because companies, families, and individuals have to find your purpose. Purpose is the key word. The purpose of a congressman or woman is to provide service. The purpose of government is to provide service. Banks, it's to lend money and to invest in communities. Healthcare to provide service. It's all about purpose. And not only do I say, do I believe it's the right thing to do, purpose is the thing that's going to give you the resilience with our training, coaching, mediation to get through any situation. Okay, to navigate through, to get that exterior toughness with that inner kindness. You've got to bring the two, in that realm of goodness. You got to bring the two together. So, I'm advocating for a different psychology, a different path for America, where we find our sanity, and that sanity is recognized, and there are two sides. And you've got to listen to each side, and you can favor one side, but the other side's probably not going away. To spend the next 4 years with, Trump's attacking one group of people and that group of people attacking Trump, what a waste of time we have. We have to move to the sanity, which is the the world's getting, precarious in ways. The world's getting fragile in ways. where we have to build, we have to create. I don't care if there are people in Iran or Gaza or, France, America. Everybody wants, food on their plate, food on their table. Everybody wants a home overhead. The economics are such that not everybody can just waste time, fighting, conflict, and arguing. We need to, most people just want, that purpose to move ahead in a creative and good way. So, and, as I go out even on the trail and talk about humanity, like I did recently. Out in the snow, spreading the word about our goodness and strength. Learn about our remarkable training, okay? Coaching and mediation. This is the psychology you need. You think I'd be out here in this weather if I didn't believe? The actions of our time are not encapsulating humanity. Everybody, we're with technology advancing, we're getting more and more nihilistic, just looking at these narrow, making very thin statements and not looking at the effects on humanity. And this is what we've got to kind of realize. We've got to relate on the basis that we're human beings, that we can relate, that we have to have allowances for our imperfections, and we have to realize that most of us want similar interests. There may not be unity, but and there has to be commonality, where we have common interests. Food, good roads, education. Why in the world isn't, if the Democrats really wanted a winning strategy, and Republicans, they'd be talking about improving schools, stopping inner city violence, rebuilding cities, uplifting communities, having, a sense of our vision. Again, that's purpose. And that's what you can find with us. So go to our website, companies, families, and individuals. Be the societal champions. Be the real leaders in society today. That's what's missing, and the sanity is such that people don't recognize the truth. That the win is in the middle. I used to be one who'd be more on one side or the other, but reality catches up, and it all becomes about doing your job, and doing it in a humane way, and recognize you're dealing with human beings and not just lines on a spreadsheet. We've got to have humanity. So these are the directions and the essence of my work, and whether you get it through our training, coaching, and mediation, or general advocacy, America's got to find this, and it's not about one side or the other crushing into the other. It's about who are the leaders going to be who can see, you can still have one side or the other, who see the benefit in insanity itself. Who see sanity as a linkage to our humanity, who see, that the fighting gets so out of hand, it's obscuring our purpose. So thank you. Please consider and do some work with us.